Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Last time we finished the episode in this room and we're going to start this one in the same room. For combination crafters, obviously. I have been checking the recipe on the combination crafter and, well, most of them require only 8 pedestals. Well, at least a maximum of 8. There are a few of them which are going to require 40 pedestals, but those are way in the future. So I thought for our immediate need, we're just going to have 6 sets with 8 pedestals. That should solve like 95% of my problems. Wait a minute, aren't they supposed to get power? Maybe they don't. Somebody told me they do. That is perfectly fine. We have draconic energy relays on auto crafting. Not the energy crystal though. So wait a minute. You guys have power? I don't know. I'll hook it up to power. Honestly speaking, it's better to be safe than sorry. We're going to need 48 pedestals. That's not going to be that long. I don't really remember, but I think this is the first time that I'm setting up these machines. Unless we did this in not too complicated. But I don't remember. All I'm saying is that, yeah, there could be some derps. We used to have a combination crafter over here, so we need to do a few changes. If I remember things correctly, yeah. There is an ender chest with patterns. We remove them. I set them up and, well, they're actually quite amazing. It works super fast. That's coarse fiber. I'm happy. I set up all the recipes for every single statue and, well, basically anything that I needed in the immediate future. And even things that I can't even make for a very long time. Moving on. If you guys remember, a few episodes ago, I did mention that we can use the ionite solar cells for the tier 6 solar panel, and we cannot upgrade them to the aetium solar cells because it does require a ton of divine stars. Previously, the way that we were getting divine stars was through an ore miner, but now with draconic evolution, we actually have them on auto crafting. So let's set up a pattern and see if that's a viable option. I don't think it's a viable option, is the thing. But in any case, we shall check. Another guardian? Warp effects are supposed to happen every 10 to 15 minutes. Here it's every 5 minutes. Somebody touched something in the configs. So aetium solar cells, we need 169 for a single solar panel. Is that possible? Obviously not. Midnight. Ew, 2,700 nuggets. That's a lot. That's 300 ingots. Okay, let's see what we can do. There is a combination crafting recipe, but that's really not gonna happen. This is the best I can do. It's the arcane auto infuser. Which one is it? The reason that I couldn't find the ender chest was that I never put an ender chest on top, because I thought this machine is not going to be useful for a very long time. And I'm very sorry. Yeah, we have deadly gaze. Anywho, now it should work. Let's get out. Over there we have all the ender chests that we're using for auto crafting, and now we need to extend it to this side. There's like way more patterns now. Another thing that I just wanted to mention is that you see this memory card. This is probably the first one that I ever made, and I left it in a chest, so I found it again. But if one day I lose this, the series is probably over. Any other memory card that I crafted doesn't work, doesn't do anything. And I have to craft this one, which is the advanced memory card, and I hate this one. It's so confusing. Thankfully, I found my original one. That's the only one which works. Anyways, that is for midnight. Let's see if it works. Garbage goes in. Oh boy, that's expensive. Hopefully we should get something. Come on, dude. You can do that. Yep. It worked. So now that you know how to make midnight, what are we missing? You don't know how to make nuggets. So again, solar cells. What are we missing? Oh my goodness. So that's a huge problem. You need 300 midnight. My goodness. The situation with our essential crops is not amazing. The reason that I did not install lily pads of fertility like so is that if they grow super fast, then I can't process the pods fast enough. We have one essential crystallizer down here and this guy cannot keep up. Ever. So what if we make another one? This is cheap. Okay, I installed one more machine and I did mention they're very cheap, but we still have a huge backlog and I'm not really producing essential pods fast enough at all. Remember that for upgrading one solar panel, I need 169 solar cells. For crafting the midnight, I need 31,000 Precantio, 21,000 Victus. That's for upgrading one solar panel. I have 4. And my actual plan for today was that I wanted to install another 3 up here. I do actually need the power for the condenser over there, and that's not gonna help. I mean, this will work, but in 45 episodes. So the solution that I have is the Tree of Life. Does it have an amazing recipe? No. It's horrifying. But I don't think there is a better choice. Basically, the Tree of Life is like a resource miner. You give it one apple from Atomic Wonders, and you will get all the essentials at a 35% chance. So I think that's what we have to do. Previously, the reason that we didn't do that was that we didn't have enough V crystals. Now that I'm looking at it, most of them are around 5,000. Well, most of them, not all of them. So maybe that's something that we have to do. Are you done, by the way? Yes, the final Terra Shatterer. Without the Ring of Thor, it should do an 11 by 11? Ah, that's not a big achievement. We need the Tree of Life. In this multi-block that you see over here, there are two blocks that are going to give us a huge amount of problem. One of them is the Innerved Sky Stone, which does have a horrible recipe on its own, but it needs a citrus, and that's the recipe for it. Then there's the Stone of Aura, which is a singularity for every single V crystal. Well, let's start making some singularities. There's like 50 of them. What are you doing, by the way? Nothing. And I'll have to figure out what to do about the fruits. Well, at least that is 4 of the singularities, if I'm not wrong. I'll try to see what I can do with the fruits. On a very positive note, there is a high chance that I will get an extra heart out of this. The good thing is that in the past we have done a teeny tiny bit of forestry, so we have some of the pollens. The first one is going to be an orange. We need hill cherry sapling and pomelo, which is hill cherry and lemon. Okay, essentially I need hill cherries. Oh, that's easy. So that is silver lime, apple oak. We put it inside the advanced Mutatron and that doesn't go in. Oh, the pollen. Apple oak pollen. Yes, yes, yes. Ah, that is our hill cherry. Oh, that is hill cherry. Okay. Do we get pollen out of that? It's a bit of a grindy process, but it's actually not that bad. And this is mandarin. So basically what I do is that I made myself the pollen collection kit. We collect some pollen, then we harvest the leaves, we get tons of garbage, and now we got mandarin. I put the fruits here for tasting it later. But now that we have everything, here is pomelo or whatever, and that is orange. You know, I just made like 5 trees to get orange, but there you go. We have 16, which I do have a feeling we need way more. There is a high chance that we need 2 trees of life. Although I would like to mention that after you gather a teeny tiny bit of pollen as well as some saplings, it becomes way easier. That's lemon. In addition to lime, we also have grapefruit, and now we actually come to my favorite citrus, kumquats. I don't like the fruit, I like the jam. I do have one in the garden, but the tree doesn't look like this. It's a bush. Although the fruit was not something that we needed that in order to make another sapling. Yeah, satsuma. Sounds very Japanese. This one is kind of nice because we can get tangerine and also the satsuma. That's 2 fruits. In any case, both of them are off the list. 6 more to go. I got every single fruit. One of them is a jerk, as always. Requires totally different pollens and saplings. Thankfully, we do have some of the saplings, so I think we should be fine. It's just extra steps for apparently no reason. Oh, you're ugly. Wow. There is a sapling, which I think has to be a 2 by 2, because one of them was not growing. It's gonna be 15 by 15, I know that. Oh yeah, it's a 3 by 3. We need 5 more. Oh, they don't stack. Nice. Well, I did place 4 of them down, so that could be a thing, but why did we get extra? This one looks nice. Even the wood looks nice. But anyways, the sapling that we just got give us old fosstick. Please just need 1 sapling. Oh, it's a 1 by 1. Okay. We just take some pollen, we harvest it down, and that is our final orange sapling. I think we have them all. Hey, just give me 1 fruit. What? Yeah, just the 1. Dude, okay, this time we got more. It's random, I guess. In this mod pack, you should never start a new project. Do you know why? There's always something which is going to slow you down a lot. It's in every single machine. Wait, if we, like, bone meal you, will you give us more? Not really. But it's been a while. I'm crafting the Thomic Citrus. You need a lot of these fruits, because the thing is, each 8 citrus gives you 12 blocks. For 1 tree of life, you need 152. So yeah, that's quite a bit of fruits. There is an enchanted greenhouse that you can use, but that's not very useful. Or at least my assumption is that it's not very useful, because how many of them can you make? 200? But let us move on. Let's try to have some patterns. So here is a pattern for the Innerved Sky Stone. Now let us try to check what we are missing. We need 152. Pure Fluix. 500,000 Certus quartz for... Oh, the processors. I mean, it has UMC, it's just a lot. The spinel ring is going to be fine because all we need to do is to add a few pedestals to one of our combination crafters, and not the one which has a full pattern. I have gathered all the material using EMC, except the pure flux which I did manually, but we need 152 blocks. It does require 110,000 logic processors, 56,000 glass, and I don't wanna know. I just wanted to mention, out of this massive structure that you see over here, we're just making the ring. There's like a bajillion other items that we have to craft. One of them is this, the Stone of Aura. I decided to have 2 quantum compressors to double the speed, but I'm not actually in a hurry because I think this one is going to take a few hours on its own. Then again, maybe not. Actually it is, we need 74,000 1KME storage components. But we do have the Terra singularity. That's good. The problem is that there's like 40 something of them. It's quite a bit. Another problem is that some of them, like Vitium or Perdicio, we don't even have. I thought our mob farm is going to give us a decent amount of weak crystals because this is an enchanted forest and we do get wisps. The amount that we were getting is garbage. Also, the wood farm wasn't that amazing. It has been a decent amount of time later and I'm doing some progress on the Aura Stone. I do admit, it's not amazing. Also, there is a bit of a problem. This is called Exitium. This is called Exitium, but you're made with air. Okay, we don't have air, we have to fix it later on. By later on I mean today, but I have to get rid of all the singularities so that I can remove the seeds. Also, one of the things that has me worried is the singularity ready. Yep, as I was saying, the Tree of Life requires 600 leaves. Well, first off, that doesn't look like 600. Secondly, it says somebody did something. There seems to be a warning. Wanted to auto-build with these. Ah, okay. Thank you for the notification. Again, a bit of time later, and this is the progress that I have made. And yeah, there was a bit of a problem. This Exitium seems to be something that Mr. Nerdy Spider likes a lot, because there's multiple of them. This one is Exitium, this one is not. This is Vinculum. But in any case, we are missing a few singularities. One of them is actually Vitium, which I thought we were not going to have enough, but we do, because I planted the seed. Terra was also something that we had, but I guess the rest we don't. And obviously Mythos. So I guess we can start removing the seeds, because we don't need these things anymore. We need brand new seeds. Okay, that is Vitium. I have to empty the crystals. These seeds don't have any other uses, so we can just throw them away, I suppose. And I have to go and get the new seeds. Out of the remaining singularities, here is Ordo, here is Perdicio, here is Ignis, Aqua, and Air. And of course some lily pads of fertility because we're in a hurry. There's absolutely nothing else in the system, so they can just grow. However, there is one which is an exception, and that is Mythos. That has to be done inside the phytogenic insulator. How the hell did you get out? Do I care if you get out? Oh look, a zombie! Jerk. Accidents aside, let us get ourselves a phytogenic insulator. We shall provide you with all the upgrades. I put the seed in and I kind of forgot how to make Mythos. Yes, ironwood. But we have 77,000. I will probably just do this one manually because after we're done, we're removing everything. Also, I do understand this is very slow, but remember, every single pot gives us 15 crystals, so it's not that bad. Yeah, that's already 225. I have just realized something semi-important. Farming is not an option if you're in a hurry. You have to use the phytogenic insulator. The speed on the phytogenic insulator can be improved by some thermal mediators. And honestly speaking, I think the rest of the things can be done manually. Yeah, this is a way better speed, although water can be faster. We have a dense one. That's better. Yeah. This is a good speed. I'm just gonna do everything over here. Because one of the things that I noticed is that I already have like a ton of Mythos. Almost 4,000. You're actually done now. Aqua, Ordo, Air, and etc. were just incredibly slow using the farm. Yeah, you see, this is way faster. I like this one. Very soon, Ordo is going to be done. Lovely. And the final one is going to be Perdicio. I'm just literally making the pots and I think that's more than enough. The thing is, you don't really need that many pots, is the thing. So how do we do this? That is Ignis. It's not shapeless crafting is the thing, so I don't really want to mess it up. That is Mythos. We're missing just the one. Is it done? Almost. Really? You're missing just 20? How dare you? That was a very slight miscalculation, but I think it's fine. This time we should get it? Lovely. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Stone of Aura. The price of this single block was 217,088 resources. Exactly. Also, in the meantime, we're still crafting the Sky Stone thingy. At least 8 of them are left. Does it show you how long it has been? Well, if it does, I don't really know. What I do know is that that was part of the process. Now we need way more items. Cause so far we just have the ring and that one block over there. We need 594 leaves which do have EMC. I'm just waiting for this one to convert. We need some Futura blocks, which is fine. Mitrillium is always fine. Skystone is fine. It has EMC. Then the Sacred Eucalyptus. That's not bad actually. For the first time, I actually was scared that I cannot finish a project in one episode. Cause trust me, this took ages. The Tree of Life is a 21 by 21 multi-block. And since I saw it, I really wanted it to be close to our base so that we can look at it. So this is the only place I can fit it. I had to remove like half the mountain, so I'm really hoping it looks nice. I'm just hoping. If that is the center of the chunk, we need 8 blocks gap, and I think the controller goes over there. At this very moment, I don't really have all the blocks, but let's try to assemble it partially, because I don't think everything fits in my inventory anyways. Also, I thought maybe we should move it by 1 block. Doesn't make sense that the controller is in one chunk, the rest of them is in another chunk. So, assemble whatever you can. Oh boy, that is big. It's missing a lot of blocks, I do admit. It's been a while and it's still building. It's a really good thing I didn't have to assemble this thing manually. At first I thought we ran into a bit of a problem. You missed a few blocks, how? But anyways, at first I thought we were a bit screwed because you might notice we need eucalyptus. I don't have biomes of plenty, but we do have 1 log. It's a good thing that I made the botanic miner. Let's make a few. And in order to convert it into the sacred version, oh, that's the recipe, okay. We have 4000 Terra. That's good. And we need 91 of these things. Also, if you look at the recipe, it can be dirt, it can be slimy dirt, but it doesn't show me dirt or grass. I'm a bit scared, so we're gonna use slimy dirt. Oh, this is fun. How much do I need? 89? What a jerk. I did a wonderful job, I know. Also, our sacred planks are ready. And we also need a ton of leaves. Let's get them. I taught it to our tablets. What are you missing? I did get the slimy grass. What the hell is that? That didn't come out of my inventory, I swear. But somehow it's coming out of my inventory, for some reason. It has been such a long time that I have been crafting that I kind of forgot that, yeah, we're missing the ring. Also, the energy input hatches that I had were ludicrous. It needed the ultimate. But we're done? Yeah. Structure formed. Well, the rest of the material is kind of garbage except you. You're expensive. The problem that you have with the ultimate energy input is that it does take in like 2 billion RF. But let us give it a test. Where's the input? You. Are you gonna do anything? You will do something. Where's the output? This tree can also be used in order to generate power, but I don't really know why you would do that because it's a huge and massive structure. Incredibly expensive, and it gives you 1 million RF. You don't really know why you would do that. I just wanted it... Oh my goodness, we got all of them. Well, I wanted it for the pods, which we got, which is also very confusing because it has so many inputs and outputs. And by the way, we are getting these apples from the Iraku data model, just in case you're wondering. Okay, so we do have the pods, all of them, and I think we're getting them fast enough. I'm not sure. Also, 2 of these blocks had a different color, so I just switched them. It's also weird because what I collected was the blue slimy grass. This is purple. Not that I mind it's purple, it's just that it's weird. In any case, let us fill in 2 of the item outputs, like so that we know everything goes to the other outputs. This doesn't matter. It's already full anyways. Wow. This is so fast. And just because it's incredibly fast, we can't really process everything. I mean, we can't process everything as it comes in, so we need to have them on auto crafting. And thankfully for that purpose, we already have 2 machines. I have assembled the 2 machines under the Tree of Life because they have literally one job. They might as well be there. And in order to auto craft with them, we're going to use some ender chests, as usual. But since the number of patterns is going to be more than 50 of them, we're going to have 2 interfaces. Because I don't think you can fit 50 patterns inside one interface, can you? No. 36 is the maximum. But both of them are going to go inside the same ender chest, and both of them are going to be processed by 2 machines at the same time, hopefully. In this way, when we need 30,000 V crystals just for a solar panel, at least it's going to be fast. I think it's going to be 10 V crystals per second, which is not a bad number. Might sound a bit weird, but I think that's the fastest method. It's just that I have to set in like a bajillion patterns. Anyways, let us make the first one for Victus. For the solar panel, what did we need? Metallum, Precantio, and Victus. That is Metallum, and that should be Precantio. So now if we want to order it, can we do that? Yeah, you see, we're just missing the pods now. That's good. It's not amazing because we still need like 1700 per Contio pots, but that's good enough. Where did you come from? You scared me. So a semi-good achievement that we have for today is that we can craft the Midnight ingots. Takes a bit of time, but we can craft it, right? It's taking too much time. I'm still crafting divine stars. I ordered 1,000. Okay, Midnight is ready. The other problem is that Adamanite is not on auto crafting. True, I did make 1 stack of blocks, but if I want to make more, I'm going to run into problems. If you guys remember, in order to make Adamanite, this is the recipe that we're using. It's the cheapest one I can find for the Adamanite block. So the vibrating stone has EMC, mithril is fine, dreaded steel is fine, mitrillium is fine. The only problem is the primodial star. So let's see if we can somehow automate it. The first thing that we need is a production of scrap. Obviously in the overworld, so that I don't have to switch dimensions all the time. If we have a crafter over there, a recycler like so, we can break that block, it seems. So we can put a cobblestone generator over there. I'm literally making a mess. But yeah, he's gonna make a scrap. Scrap goes inside the crafter. Well, obviously the crafter is going to craft it into scrap boxes. I just wanted to be able to hide it, that's it. Then we would be able to send it into the drawer. And since it is connected to a drawer controller, it should be read by our system. We have a decent supply of scrap and it's increasing. It's not a very efficient way, but what can you do? So that was the simple part. The hard part is making these different shards in order to make the primordial star. They have to be done in a crucible from Thaumcraft or this machine over here. Obviously you would be able to autocraft with these things, but we have to move them. Also maybe one of the chests. And in order to autocraft with them, we need something called Essentia Infusion Provider. It's just worded jars. That's it. It will provide Essentia which is available in your system. I have already put some of the items that we need from this mod on autocrafting, so getting them is not a big deal. Yep, it's been crafted. Cool. A bunch of Silas Mundus and some interfaces. So let me try to craft these things and I'll be right back. Yeah, they're cheap. Also, both of them are the same core. I thought you need 2 different cores. Do you remember that person who just a few seconds ago mentioned that it's incredibly easy to automate the production of primordial stars? That person was wrong. Never mind. In order to autocraft with Atomic Energy 6, obviously you're going to need some patterns. The patterns are called blank knowledge cores. This is the recipe for them. It needs a complex gearbox, and that's the recipe. It gets worse because that's vibranium alloy gear. So never mind, I'll craft a few hundred manually. I just need to organize my jars. Again, I have made the 5 Midnight jars that I need in order to make more Midnight jars, and now I want to have the 4 jars that I need in order to make the different gems that I need for the primordial star. Adamanite, if you put Vithium in it, it's gonna explode. Does Midnight have the same problem? No. Good to know. Anyways, just out of extreme curiosity, what will happen? Apparently nothing. For making the gems that we need in order to make the primordial star, we just needed 4 essentia: Vithium, Mythos, and Dread. And yes, I have mining fatigue. And yes, there were guardians. But anyways, the last one is this one. These jars have a huge capacity, so I can just let it run for a very long time. And I mean a really long time. Who needs auto crafting when you can craft everything in bulk? That is going to be 2 stacks. I'm going to make 10. But remember, I have done all of this just to be able to upgrade my solar panels, and I still can't? I can? That's good to know. But we do have to leave it for next episode because I cannot craft 300 Midnight at the same time. I have blindness. Before anything bad happens, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.